Today our discussion is regarding corporate bank account. So once we're done with the license and visa, the next step happens to be bank account. So I'm going to brief you about what are the processes and documentation required for corporate bank account. Fine. So as I was telling you, there are majorly two types of bank accounts. Okay, I mean two types of corporate bank accounts. One is a normal current account and one is elite bank account. So normal current account and elite bank account, both of them are the accounts wherein certain level of deposit is required. Obviously, normal current accounts, the deposit is not very high. It can range between it can start from 20,000 and go up to 50 or 100,000 depending on bank to bank. So please remember that these amounts, there is a range. It is not same for all the banks. So that's a normal current account, and the other type of account is elite bank account. So elite bank account, when we say, that means we are talking about big value here, big value of deposit in the bank account, and this can again vary. So for some bank it can start from 500,000 dirhams, and for some bank it could be million, it could be 300,000 for some bank. So it depends bank to bank, but yes, here the deposit amount is high. So but here you get some additional services, and that is what makes it elite bank account. You in some of the bank accounts, the services also vary. Like in some bank, there may not be some international transaction fee as a additional benefit for elite bank account. You may not have to stand in queue when you are visiting the bank. There may be a special counter. So the services vary in case of elite bank account, and the deposit also varies. So these are the two major options available when it comes to corporate bank accounts. There is also one more corporate bank account which is available in very limited banks. In fact, to be specific, just a couple of banks provide this option, and that is no deposit or zero balance corporate account. So here in this corporate account, you don't need to keep any deposit, and you can maintain zero balance, and you can get the benefits. Dirham is a basic by default currency which is provided in all the corporate bank accounts, but when you are filling the application, you have to tell us exactly what are the currencies you will be requiring. And what I have noticed is in most of the corporate bank accounts, these four currencies, dirham, euros, and Great Britain pound and USD, these four are easily available if you place a request to have these currencies for transactions. So in no minimum balance account, here you don't have to maintain any deposit. This is a good option for the startups who do not have high funds, or who do not want to maintain specific balance in the account. So for those kind of companies, zero balance corporate account is a good option. But if you are somebody who can maintain a good balance, you can either go for a normal current account, or you can go with the elite bank account. So this is about the types of corporate bank account options that we have. Now we'll talk about documents that are required. So as we know very well that bank account starts once we are done with license and visa. So obviously we will be requiring your personal documents. When I say personal documents, means your original passport, the photocopy of your passport. If you have multiple passports, then you better share all the passports with us, and because you will be done with your Emirates ID visa, so physical copy of your Emirates ID is required, and soft copy of your visa stamp page, passport size photograph. And these are the documents required for all the shareholders who are there in the company. If there is a single shareholder, then only one, and if you are more than one, then all of their passport copies of the documents will be required. And the physical presence and physical Emirates ID and passport, original passport copy is required for the person who's going to be signatory. If there are two signatories who are opening the bank account, then both of their physical presence and original passport and original Emirates ID will be required. For rest of the shareholders who are not opening the bank account, who will not be the signatories, their passport, scan copies are enough. This is about personal documents. Then the company documents would be obviously your trade license, memorandum of association, board of resolution, incorporation certificate. These are the basic company documents that are required. Then when we are opening office, definitely we have occupancy agreement, tenancy contract or ijari that we say, so that will be required. And you also need a business plan. So please take a proper guidance from your consultant for the business plan. This happens to be one of the important features in document submission, and your bank account request, your application may get rejected if your business plan is not good enough or is not meeting your purpose, your agenda, what you're trying to show. So you need a good consultation with regard to business plan. Then obviously we will also be requiring the CV or resume of all the shareholders, and even in that also there are certain specific details required which should be informed to you by your consultants prior to bank account opening process. Then here in this case we shall require the 6 months of bank statement of all the shareholders, not just signatories, all the shareholders. So this 6 months bank statement could be of your personal account in your home country, or it could be your corporate bank account. If you have, if you have some other company, then you can share the 6 months bank statement of your company also. And also the signatories, they should have a UAE mobile number, active mobile number. So when we are starting with the process, because as you know here most of the processes happen online. So when we begin with the application process, bank send OTP, and that OTP goes to your personal mobile number. So you must have an active mobile number that can be used for OTP purpose. So these are the basic things that are required with regard to documents. Now we shall move towards the process. So obviously it won't be possible for me to explain you like each and every process once the application is submitted, because that's bank process, internal process, but I can give an overview to you. So the first thing would be that you will have to visit the branch of the respective bank, whichever bank you opt for. You have to go there once with all your original documents. This is something I'm talking about, the signatory. So if you are the shareholder who is going to open the bank account, you will be the signatory. One time you have to visit the branch of the bank with your original passport and your original Emirates ID and company documents, as I mentioned. When you go there, your signatures will be taken in some of the documents, and there is also a process of UBO and AML signatures for UBO and AML process. So now you may ask, what is this UBO and AML? So just for your information, UBO is ultimate beneficial owner and AML is anti-money laundering. So UAE government has come up with this UBO and AML as a mandate this year. So most of the banks comply with this. In fact, all of them have to. There is no option here. And for some of the activities, it is very mandatory. In some of the activities, may or may not. But some activities, like if you're into gold trading, jewelry, or you're a corporate service provider, then in those situations, this AML thing becomes mandatory. UBO is anyways, it's always required. In fact, we do the UBO filing when we are forming the company. So in free zones, they have started taking UBO also. If you are a company and your company back home is going to be the shareholder, in that case, you will also have to present MOFA attested documents of your parent company with board of resolution at the time of you visit the branch. So this is the first step, wherein once your physical presence for signing of the documents is required. After that, it very much depends on what process you have opted for. Like suppose you are going through us, so only this is the time wherein your presence is required. After that, the banker who's assisting you or the consultants who are assisting you are going to take care of rest of the things. So mostly the processes are online here in UAE. So once your application is submitted, if you're visiting branch physically, you may do it physically also, but we do also have an option of submitting applications online. After that, there is a due diligence and there is a long process, which is bank's inside process. Basically, they do the compliance check, they check your background, and if there is any clarification or any document they require, they will be sending an email to you directly. So you have to make sure that when you are submitting the application, the details you are giving to your consultant or to the banker for application submission, all the details, all the contact details, email ID, your documents are properly scanned, color documents, so that they don't get rejected. Your number is a valid working number, so that you receive the OTP and all well. And if they require anything in future, they will send an email to you directly. So your email ID should also be working. So these are the important things you have to take care of when you are submitting the application. Many a times clients have this complaint that, you know, we did everything but still our application got rejected. They don't even realize where they went wrong, and this is where the consultation comes into consideration. So once all the compliance checks are done, if anything will be required after that, bank will send you an email. If they need anything further, any clarification, they will. Otherwise, for our clients, all the clients that we have assisted for bank account opening, things have happened smoothly. So there are small things that, you know, if we take care of, then the chances of rejections are very, very low. And you may have one question that what if you know, I'm not a resident, or maybe I have not taken visa, I opened the company but I'm not taking the residency, can I still open a bank account, corporate bank account? The answer is yes. You can open a corporate bank account, and there could be slight difference in the process. Like here in this case, they ask for some additional documents. They may ask you for the utility bill of your home country for the residence proof. So like this, there could be some couple of additional documents required. Otherwise, even for the non-residents, bank account can be opened. However, here the checks and the compliances will be stronger because of a simple reason that you do not have the residency. So yes, this can take a little long, but yes, it can be done. Now, you would definitely like to know about the timeline, and different clients have different experiences. Like for some, it's really done within 15 to 20 days. And we also come across some clients who, you know, tried for 3 months and 6 months, and then they come back to us like, you know, we tried and it still did not happen, and they are not able to even coming to know where things went wrong. So see, if we go with the standard process, if all your documents are perfectly fine, and if you have provided accurate information, then 20 to 30 days, between 20 to 30 days, your bank account can be opened. But sometimes it doesn't happen, and it can take a bit longer, and there are certain factors that affect this. Like those factors could be there could be some issue with the background check. There could be some issue with the documents that you have submitted. As I mentioned earlier, business plan or your documents, scanned copies are not perfectly fine. Blurred copies you have submitted, so something like that. So or else, you know, nationality could be one of the factors, because some of the nationalities fall in high risk, so that can make the compliance check process stringent. Then maybe your jurisdiction, your business activities, your bank statement, what kind of account you have applied for, and is your bank statement supporting that kind of an account. So those things also matter, which can sometimes delay the process. But if you are taking a proper consultation, then these issues will not come, because the banker or the consultant will inform you in advance that in your case these things are a bit complicated and this thing can take a bit of time. But yes, if everything is fine, I would say 1 month is like more than enough to get a bank account. I also told you about what could be the reasons for the rejection of applications, and usually this happens when clients are going by themselves, or somebody has not guided them well about the account opening process, so they fail in small parts and then their applications get rejected and things get delayed. So maybe it is possible you haven't revealed ultimate beneficiary owner. Nobody told you that this is an important part. So maybe your activity required signing of AML, anti-money laundering form, and which you haven't done. So there can be different reasons. So you have to make sure that you are consulting right people who can guide you better and make sure that you are not missing any of the things. So these are the basics about bank account opening, and I think the basics are clear, and an overview has been provided to you. In the meantime, I will just check if we have any questions. I have got a lot of highs. Thank you guys. Thank you joining. Hi Benin. I hope this session is helping you to get the information. Namaskar, Mr. Kaushik. Great info. Thank you so much. Okay, so we have got one question here. One is, what are the currencies required? So as I mentioned that dirham happen to be by default a currency which is allowed, but if you need other currencies, many banks allow multiple currencies. Most of my clients who want to do international transactions, they opt for either they ask for a GBP or Euro or USD, and all these are easily provided in most of the banks. Other than that, if you require, you have to place a special request, and that can be entertained depending on bank to bank. We have one more question from Miss Lara. How to keep a Dubai phone number if I am not staying in Dubai? Okay, so this Dubai phone number is basically when we are talking about the standard process, first of all. And if you are opening a bank account as a resident, then obviously you will be taking the residence and then post that Emirates ID, and then you can take a phone number. But if you are asking for a bank account wherein you have not taken residency, then in that case there are some options, other options like email ID, or you can provide number of some other person here as a representative or something. So that can be discussed if it is required, but in the standard process it is must, because your OTP is received in that. Wherein if you are not residing here and you are going for a non-resident bank account, this may not be mandatory, but again that is subject to bank to bank. How long will it take? Mr. Ugamurthy, hello. As I mentioned, the standard process, it takes around 20 to 25 days. If everything is fine, all your documents are okay, and you are going for appropriate bank account based on your needs. However, if you have missed something crucial, then it may take a bit longer. Or else, if your activity is a very high risk activity, or your nationality is high risk, in that situation the process can a bit lengthen. It can go up to even 2 months of time, but generally it's like 1 month is more than enough. I would request all of you, if you have any more questions, please feel free to ask. Okay, so I hope I have responded to Mr. Ugamurthy's question. Hi Faraz, how are you doing? Thank you for connecting. Okay, I have a question here. Somebody has asked me, can we get a bank account with flexi desk address? So those who are planning to open their companies in UAE might be knowing that there are multiple options for bank account opening and for the address, for the office address. So one is your physical office, otherwise you can have a virtual office. Some people go with the flexi desk options. So when you ask, can we have a bank account with flexi desk? So it depends on bank to bank. Some of the banks, they do not accept flexi desk. So please make sure that you inform your consultant or the banker that I have taken a flexi desk. So you have to check with them that, you know, is in this particular bank flexi desk address is accepted or not. However, for our clients, we can help them open bank account with virtual office, flexi desk and others. Is physical presence mandatory? Yes. One time your physical presence is mandatory. As I told you, there is one step wherein you have to visit the branch and sign the documents. So here, one time your physical presence will be mandatory for bank account opening. Okay, one of our friends has asked, does the list of high-risk activities varies from bank to bank, or is it same in all the banks? So yes, see the list of so just to brief you, what happens, every bank is having list of activities, and they have categorized these activities into low risk and high risk. So different banks have different lists. It is not important that in one bank, if that activity is falling in high risk, it will fall in high risk in the second bank also. So these list of high risk varies from bank to bank, and they have this kind of list for activities, for nationalities, and for different other things. There is one more question that I have. Yes, this is actually a good question. Because some of our clients who are having international customers, they often ask this question to us that can we have a bank account in HSBC or Citibank? See, of course, you can have a corporate bank account in international banks, but please remember that these kind of banks do not entertain very regular corporate bank accounts. Here they have certain conditions, and conditions is like if you're dealing in millions, and like if you talk about Citibank, their basic requirement is that your annual sales turnover should be at least 100 million and 100 million USD above. So now these are the kind of things. If you really feel you fall in this category, then obviously we can get the bank accounts open in HSBC and Citibank kind of international banks. What is the minimum deposit to get an elite bank account? So as I had mentioned to you, there are majorly two types of account: normal current account and elite bank account. So normal current account, the deposit starts from 25,000 like that. Elite bank account, again, it varies from bank to bank, and for some bank it could be 500,000, for another bank it could be 800, for some it could be 1 million, but yes, it's like 500,000 is a mark that you can keep. So I think we have covered questions. There is one more question. Is it possible for you to share the list of documents required for bank account opening? Yes, sure, definitely I will be sharing, and I'll give you the entire list, and also I'll brief you about the specifications. Yeah, thank you so much. So if you have any questions regarding bank account or company setup or visas, anything, feel free to touch base. And it was really lovely to have you all. Thank you for joining me. Take care of yourself. God bless you. Thank you.